So I want to just make a last part to this because I'm actually very proud of this. Are my strawberries. I couldn't get strawberries to thrive for some strange reason at all. And you know, I actually even called my brother-in-law because he has strawberries, and I'm telling him, I'm like, what the hell are you doing, or what am I doing differently that I can't get them to grow? But I figured out the magic touch, you know what I'm saying? I figured it out. And now, I mean, I'm able to get my plants to thrive so much so that I'm getting so many runners that I'm able to multiply my strawberry, you know, plants aggressively, which I love because I'm into berries. I mean, as you can see, I'm into blackberries. Look at the amount of blackberries I got over here, you know. And this is just, you know, and I've got another bush down there. But like I said, I've got blackberries everywhere. Blackberries. These are all blackberries. I'm surrounded by blackberries all along my seating area over here. Raspberries I got. For some reason, I couldn't get the strawberries to go. Now, if I put the patch on, let's say, direct soil, of course, it's going to multiply, you know, and it's going to spread like wildfire, and that's beautiful. But if I got it in a containers like this, I mean, this is about as phenomenal as it gets. I also find them to be a lot healthier in this way, as I'm able to keep it under control. And I don't know, they've just been working a lot better for me. But overall, I mean, the amount of runners I've been able to multiply my plants, and my production, I mean, has been phenomenal. I mean, I've been eating out of this too, and these are already ready, and I can't just leave them there so I can put it on camera. I had to harvest them. If not, I noticed that I start getting beat by birds or ants or whatnot. But a lot of fruit out of this, and this is just 1 year. And then this is what I'm saying, like, now I'm able to, for future years, enjoy a whole lot of strawberries. And what I'm going to do is just get more pots like this, or maybe something even like shallower and wider, and just add more strawberries in there. I'm thinking maybe a pot. I'm not going to put it in this. This I'm going to actually use for something else. But something like this that I had spare would be something that I can use for my strawberry plants. Maybe even something like this, whatever it may be. But I like to keep them elevated to some extent. I noticed that when I keep them elevated, they're free of the birds. Don't get to them as easy when they're elevated to some extent. Look, this was another patch that I was able to get root from, and I planted it under this apple tree, and it's giving me runners to get more plants now. You see, so I had another runner here. The umbilical cord is still attached. When I know that this is ready, I'll cut the umbilical cord. I'll just wait till it gets another 2 true leaves, and I'll be happy with that. But yeah, I mean, strawberries are phenomenal. I mean, they look amazing. I just see these little burnt up leaves. When they look like this, I just take them out. But it looks healthy. That's all that matters. All this, it looks like a forest. It looks like a little forest, and I love it. See that? All the melons, the fruit trees, the berries, the pumpkins, everything's coming in beautifully, which I'll have a little mini walkthrough of. But you know, specializing in fruit, that's what I'm doing, because I love to eat fruit. I do love fruit. I noticed I grew a lot of greens and tomatoes and stuff like that, but I just didn't eat them, you know. So I just ended up giving it away, or they ended up rotting. But fruit, when I have fruit, man, I get them. I mean, I eat them. Right here, look, I germinated a dragon fruit. I bought a dragon fruit, and this was like $9 for the fruit. I said, oh hell no, I wonder if I could grow it. And out of the I wonder if I could grow it, I tried it, and look at that. It's like under a year later, it's already coming in. So, but I'll keep this one short like this, and we will talk soon. I've got citrus trees also, but I'll put that in another video. That I'm actually very happy. It's you see the lemons already coming in on that. And this is the first year producing, so there's a Meyer lemon I started from seed. Depending on how you prune it, of course, you get more fruit, but I know next year it's gonna multiply my production. It's kind of like the same thing that happened with my grapes. You know, with the grapes, I remember that I only got a little cluster, and this year I'm loaded with grapes. Let me just take a little walk so we can look at it real quick, and then I'll close off on this video. Because what I'm going to be specializing in is a huge field of grapes. And that's why I've germinated, propagated stems and whatnot. Look at this. Look at all them grapes. And these are black grapes, by the way. They're just green because they're not ripe yet. A young vine, and it's like got loads of grapes in there, as you can see. I don't use no chemicals, no fertilizers. I just use compost, wood chips, and everything just works perfectly. Everything works beautifully. I took some cuttings out of this, and I think I was able to multiply my production. Let me show you real quick. I think I managed to get 7 more plants out of that, because they actually look like they're rooting. Look at this. It's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the little kittens, man. All these little kittens all over the place, man. Look at this. Look, I think they're starting to take off. Look at that. Come on, the stem looks green. I'm starting to see some growth on there. So, and I'm leaving it here under my blackberry so that it's not in direct sunlight. But I think it's taking off, man. I think it's starting to take off. Look at that. Looks beautiful, right? If I manage to get rooting from that, that's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more grapes, and you see how many you get out of one plant, which I know next year I'm gonna have even more. My muscadines, look. These are from seed. I germinated these. So if you want to know my goals, as far as like gardening goes, these are all germinated muscadines, right? I got the mother down over there, and I've got one that's under a year old, so you can see what it looks like already, which was also germinated. Look at that, right here. Now, if you see the amount of grapes you get out of one plant, just think about how many grapes I'm gonna have in the future. See, the thing is, this is not my land. What I'm gonna do is I want to purchase land, which is gonna happen very, very soon. Got that in the back burner. I'm gonna be basically launching that very soon. But see, the muscadine, what I want to do with my land is I want to have a row of grapes, of muscadines, the Mars Globe black grapes. I want to have all kinds of grapes and all kinds of fruit trees, all kinds of you know, annuals. If I do annuals, I'm going to do it in a section where I'm going to have melons. I'm going to have a section for compost. These are things that I'm actually pretty excited for. Look at the angel trumpet already coming in. How nice that looks. I mean, these are beautiful. But yeah, I mean, you know, I love this stuff. You can kind of tell that I can't even close this video up. But I'm going to close it off here. We'll talk soon.